Resume vertical list 1 of
Hello
2.
again,
Taskbar.
and
Select
welcome
circle
back
button.
to
Close.
Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, and yeah, I am back for the promised Spider-Man update video.
Resume vertical list 1 of
And I
2.
did not
Cross
know that
button.
it was going
Select
to
circle button.
keep
Close.
repeating so rapidly. Let me go ahead and pop into the game here so I can chat right away at first here. Um,
Hey,
ooh,
Miles. Getting used to hearing that voicemail of yours. Dropped you a pin. Want to come through?
Yeah, Uncle Aaron.
What? Too busy to visit your fam?
Nah, I was just giving you space after you got out.
Don't need it. Besides, we gotta settle some things.
We do?
See you soon, kid.
Just go see
okay.
him and get it over with, Miles. Then we focus on whoever took Lee and Scorpion. Something tells me they're planning something big.
So, we got a little bit of the story. A little bit of a story thing there. But as I was trying to say, with all the voice things happening, screen reader and voice acting in this game, um, at launch, Spider Man 2 did not have a lot of the accessibility features in it that were originally planned, and they said sometime early 2024, in this case, March 7th was when it came out. And I finally got around to playing it some a little bit earlier today, downloaded the update, and I am streaming this from my PS5 to my PC. Thank you, PS Remote Play app. Very, very handy, by the way.
Hey friends, it's Danica. You are listening to the Danicast.
Oh,
Get this. Now the fastest growing podcast in New York. Hold on to your knickers, Jonah. I'm coming for the crown.
uh,
For you new listeners, welcome. The Danicast is your spot for real takes on real news about real
look at
people.
that skyline
Did y'all hear
there.
about this train worker, Dennis, who
The
single-handedly kept the
the
trains
water
running during the
there.
Sandman attack? Main track control booth got cut off by a power failure, and he had to patch in from his cell phone on a hotspot to keep
Little
the lines
sailboat
open.
down there.
Thousands of people got evacuated to Queens and Brooklyn thanks to him. Dennis, we at the Danicast salute you. Keep doing what you're doing.
So yeah, you're gonna get podcast updates. You're gonna get all these different things. But as I said, as of earlier this week, we have the accessibility update, and I am very pleased to say, um, I was sort of worried at first, especially with the screen reader support and text to speech, that it was going to be very limited. It is not. It actually reads things all throughout the menus, the stat screens, everything there. And even during gameplay, when you get button prompts to do things, God, that would have been super helpful during when I played this originally during that Sandman fight at the very beginning of the game. Because there's, the one thing I will say is accessibility wise, if you have trouble with, a whole bunch of really quick button inputs, they've addressed some of that to a degree, but there are still loads and loads of button combinations that hell I don't even fully remember yet, and I'm glad we have the tooltip reminders during gameplay because there's a lot. And I'm starting to remember them now, but so even during gameplay, it'll be like, oh, if I'm in a situation where I can hit L1 and R1, and that will do kind of like a web pull thing, so I can pull like a grate open, or I can rip something off of, like I can rip the fan off of a boat or whatever. If it tells me like, oh, hey, even like my health is getting low, you can kind of hear like the muffled, you can kind of hear the sound change, but it'll even say if you have the tip reminders on, press down on the D-pad to heal, or like a certain special move is ready. So I really
Prize
like
report.
that.
Tanker strike.
Oh, okay. So again, we get a notification that we have a side mission. I've taken down a few bad guys. Chasing a car and um, taken them out. I've had a couple of combat encounters, and so let me just go ahead and pause the game. And I'm not going to go through everything like comprehensively because the accessibility menu alone, what they say, like there was over 90 different things in that one menu, so we'd be here all day. Let me just give you an idea, especially some of this changes and some of the things that I really like about this. You may also notice before I go into the menu here, well, actually, I don't really see it now. But when I'm in like a mission and like I had allies, like I'm Miles Morales right now, but Peter is around here too. But when I have allies or good guys, and if I have enemies, they kind of have a glowy outline because I turn that on, and you can not only can you turn it on or off, but you can change the color silhouette around them. Kind of, think Left 4 Dead. Maybe not quite as bold as Left 4 Dead, but they do have that colored outline and that you can change. And like I said, even before, I can swipe left.
Vertical list amends 1 up.
No, come on here.
Econism requests vertical list.
Wait, I thought it was swipe left on the thing that I had it set to.
Econism requests vertical list amends 1 of 2 main mission.
So that brings up my cell phone.
4,528 meters applies 2 miles. Rewards 0 XP. Meet up with Uncle Aaron. Hold square button. Switch to Peter. Cross button. Select circle button. Close.
So yeah, when you're on your cell phone, you can switch between Peter and Miles at any time, and that's really, really cool. But let's go ahead and pause here.
Vertical list 1 of 9. Cross button. Select circle button. Close.
And I will say the menus are, even like the screen reader itself is pretty dang responsive.
Cross button. Restart last checkpoint. Resume. Vertical list 1 of 9. Cross button. Select,
and I've said even in like the
close.
Last of Us videos where the PS5 screen reader, it's a little more bass heavy. It's a little more muffled sounding, like I'm kind of talking with my hand in front of my mouth. It's understandable, but like the clarity of even The Last of Us and Spider-Man 2 here, she's very clear and easy to understand, which I like.
Restart last checkpoint. Manual save. Vertical list.
So we got a manual save if we want.
Photo mode. Vertical list.
Photo mode.
Controller layout. Vertical list. 5.
And if I go into controller layout, it will tell me. I'm not going to read it all, but
touchpad button. Map. Press F in a map and camera. Swipe. Options button. Options. L2 button. Aim. R2 button. Swing. Hold. Parkour. Hold. L1 button. Parry. Tap. Ability. Hold.
So it's going to go through all of everything on your controller.
Vertical list. 1. Restart last check. Photo mode. Controller layout. Open camera gadget. Vertical list. Open FNSM app. Vertical list. 7 of 9.
So we can go to our app.
Select settings. Vertical list. 8
we can go to our settings here.
Gameplay. Vertical list. 1 of 10. This menu contains options for modifying overall gameplay settings such as challenge level, dodge/parry timing, chase assist, enhanced auto aim, QTE autocomplete, game speed, and swing assists. Cross button. Select.
So I'm not going to go into all of these again because you're going to find a lot of these in accessibility as well.
Settings.
We'll kind of peruse that, but
vertical list.
So we have controls. We
This menu
can
contains options for modifying controls such as inverting, repeated presses, vibration, toggles, motion sensor aiming, and adjusting the functionality of the touchpad during combat. Cross
Yeah,
button,
what she
select,
said.
Circle button. Back.
I'll just let her explain it. They do a really good job. So I like the fact that they're reading the option and the description text on the right. Very good.
Such a camera. Vertical list 3 of 10. This menu contains options for modifying cameras such as sensitivity, shake, follow, and look at waypoint. It also contains options for how the camera is controlled during combat or swinging. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Back. Audio. Vertical list 4 of 10. This menu contains options for adjusting volumes, music, output, controller speaker, screen reader, audio descriptions, podcasts, narrated ASL, and audio frequency controls. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Back.
And that is really cool because I know there is a deaf character in this game.
Settings. Audio. Vertical
And
list
if I'm not
4
able
of
to
10.
read the
This menu
subtitles
contains
for the
options
and
adjusting
so they have
volumes,
narrated
music,
ASL,
output,
that is
controller speaker,
awesome.
screen reader,
Actually, I'm going to
audio
go in
settings,
here because I
volume,
want to know,
vertical
make sure
button,
that's
music, speaker,
on.
sound, audio output device, vertical list 8 of 36, selector locked, TV speaker 1 of
Well,
4.
no, it's
The
actually
audio
my
output
headset,
device
but
is
I
determined by your
understand why
system
you think
software.
that.
Midnight mode, vertical list, 3D audio, vertical list 10 of 36, selector locked, off 1 of 2.
Yeah, that's the
3D audio
only
is
other
determined by your
unfortunate
system
thing
software.
is when you're
Please
doing
go to your system software settings to
remote
enable
play,
3D
you
audio
can't do
for supported
3D
audio
audio.
devices.
But
L2
this
button,
game sounds
previous
really
section,
good with my
R2
Sony
button,
headset.
next sec, mono audio, vertical wireless controller speaker, vertical controller speaker mode, controller speaker volume, screen reader, vertical list 15
There's
of
my screen
36,
reader.
expandable menu, expanded, includes settings to enable screen reader, Screen reader enabled. Vertical list. Screen reader volume. Vertical list.
Volume.
17 of. Repeat delay time. Vertical list. 18 of. 36.
Okay,
Slider.
so I
4. Set the
can
amount of time.
adjust
10
the repeat
seconds.
time.
The
That's
current set of
cool.
entries will be repeated on a repeat delay scale. Vertical list. 19 of. 36. Selector. On. 2 of.
Okay.
2. Audio descriptions. Vertical list. 20 of.
There's your audio
36. Expandable
descriptions.
menu. Expanded. Include set audio descriptions enabled. Vertical list. 21 of. 36. Selector. On. 2 of. 2. Enable an audio track that describes key visuals and action during
I
cinematics.
kind of wish that it
Audio
would say
description
audio
language is the same
descriptions
as voice
on and
language.
off
L2
and
button.
then what to
R2 button.
press.
Next
It's just one of
section.
those little
Left right directional
nitpicks, the
buttons
order of
choice. Adjust.
things.
Square button. Reset to default.
But it
Triangle
zips
button.
through them pretty
Reset all to
quickly,
default.
so.
Audio descriptions volume. Vertical list.
Separate
22 of.
volume for audio
36.
description.
Slider. 5.
Awesome.
Adjust narrated ASL. Vertical list. 23 of. 36. Selector. Off. 1 of. 2. Enable narration of subtitled American Sign Language. ASL. Lines. L2 button.
Heck
Previous
yeah.
section. On. 2
I am
of.
absolutely
2.
going to
Enable
turn that
narration of
on, otherwise
subtitled
I will
American
miss
Sign
out on
Language.
those
ASL.
subtitles.
Lines. L2 button. Previous section. R2 button. Next section. Left right directional buttons choice. Adjust. Square button. Reset to default. Triangle button. Reset all to default. Circle button. Back.
See, and that's what's so cool is it's not just like menu
Audio
narration
settings.
and
Narrated
audio
ASL. Vertical
description
list.
and
23 of.
subtitles,
36. Selector. On. 2 of.
but you
2. Enable
have
narration
the
of subtitled
whole.
American Sign Language. ASL. Lines. L2 button.
Yeah,
Previous
yeah.
section. Art. Voice boost. Vertical list. Podcasts. Vertical list. 25 of.
So you
36.
can turn
Extension
those
page
on
and
and
podcast.
off.
Vertical list. 26 of. 36. Selector. On. 2. Danica podcast. Vertical list.
Okay.
27 of.
Yep.
Music. Vertical
Just got
list.
one of those.
Streaming mode. Vertical list. 29 of. 36. Selector. Off.
I better
1
turn that
of.
on
2
for
of.
now,
2.
just in
Mute licensed music.
case.
Open world music. Vertical list. 30 of. 36. Selector. On. 2 of. 2. Turn on / off music that
Because
plays in open world while
copyrights,
exploring the
they
scene.
really
L2
need to
button.
fix that
Previous
system so
section.
we can
R2
actually
button. Next section. Left right
show
directional
games
buttons
in
choice.
their
Adjust.
original
Triangle button.
form.
Reset
Because
all
it's
to
a shame,
default.
like
Circle button.
sometimes
Back.
the music really plays into
Audio
the
settings.
theme of a
Open world
game or
music.
something.
Vertical
Like it
list.
really
30
fits.
of.
And so
36. Selector. On. 2 of. 2. Turn on / off
it,
music
I,
that
I
plays
won't
in
even
open
go in
world
that
while
rant here
exploring
because
the
this
scene.
video is going
L2
to be
button.
long
Previous
enough. But let's go
settings. Audio.
back.
Vertical list.
So those are
4
all
of.
under
10.
audio. We
This
didn't
menu
even go
contains
through
options
all
for
of them.
adjusting subtitles and captions. Vertical list.
Subtitles. Let's
5
pop
of.
in here so you
Subtitle
can
and
see
captions
this.
settings. Subtitles. Vertical list. 2 of. 14. Selector. On. 2. Subtitle size. Vertical list. 3 of. 14. Selector. Standard. 1 of. 3.
So I
Adjust
could
the
make that
size of the
larger,
subtitles. L2
largest.
subtitle color. Vertical list. 4 of. 14.
I mean,
Quick option.
personally, I don't
Alt.
care
Set
about
the text
subtitles
color
because
for
I can't read
subtitles.
them,
L2 button. Previous
but
section.
obviously
R2
I'm
button.
glad they're
Subtitle
there
speaker color. Vertical
because
list.
many, many,
5
many people
of.
read them.
14. Subtitle background color. Vertical list.
So we got
6 of.
background color.
14.
We
Code
can,
option. None.
that's really
Set back.
nice.
Subtitle background opacity. Vertical list. 7.
Opacity.
Caption customization. Vertical list. Captions. Vertical list.
And we got
9
full
of.
captions
14.
too.
Selector. Caption size. Vertical list. 10
I
of.
can't remember
14.
if that was
Selector
in the
locked. Standard.
original
Caption
or
color.
not,
Vertical
like
list.
during the
11
original
of. 14.
launch.
Caption background color. Vertical list.
So we got
Caption
separate for
background
subtitles
involved.
and
Subtitle
captions.
subtitles. Vertical list.
That's
Settings.
awesome.
Subtitles and visual. Vertical list.
Let's
6.
go into
Visual
visual
settings.
here.
Graphics. Vertical list. 1 of. 36. Expandable menu. Expand graphics mode. Vertical list. 2 of. 36. Selector. Performance. 2 of. 2. This mode targets 60 frames per second. It includes ray tracing features that are simplified for some use cases. Pedestrian and traffic density may be decreased in some areas, and fine hair detail is simplified. L2 button. Previous
Okay,
section.
because
R2
I
button.
chose
Next
you can do
section. Left right
performance
directional buttons
or
choice. Adjust.
fidelity
Triangle button.
basically.
VR. Vertical list. 3 of. 36. Selector. Smoothed. 2 of. 3. Win setup 120 Hz.
Wait, what was this
VR.
one?
Vertical list. 3 of. 100 VR. Vertical list. 3
VRR.
of. 36. Selector. Smoothed. 2 of. 3. Win set appropriately in the console settings. Utilize the variable refresh rate of a compatible display to improve resolution or frame rates based on
Yeah,
game
well, I
frame.
don't have to worry about that. I don't even
120
think my
Hz
hardware
display mode.
supports
Vertical
that.
list.
My
4
TV or
of.
my
36.
computer.
Selector.
I have old
1
monitors.
of. 2. HDR. Vertical list. 5
HDR.
of. Brightness. Vertical list.
Now
6
this is
of.
cool. The
36.
brightness
Slider. 50.
and
Adjust bright
contrast, it
Vertical
actually
list.
puts
7 of. 36.
the
Slider.
where
50.
I'm
Adjust the
paused,
contrast
it
intensity of
puts
the
for
image.
those two
0
items,
setting is the lowest and
as
100
I
setting
adjust
is the highest.
these,
L2 button. Previous section. R2
it
button.
shows
Next
the actual
section. Left
gameplay,
right
so
directional
I
buttons
can
choice.
just adjust it on the
Triangle
fly
button. Reset
and
all
not
to
have to
default.
go in and
Circle
out of the
button.
menus.
Back.
That's brilliant. I love
Full
that.
screen
That's
effects.
cool.
Vertical list. 8. Aim arc color. Vertical list. 9
Aim
of.
arc, so if I'm
36.
throwing
Adoption.
something or
None.
whatever, you
Sets the
see the
color of the
different
arc
arcs in
indicator when
there.
throwing certain target
That's
arc
really
color.
nice.
Vertical list. 10 of. Center dot. Vertical list.
We got a
11 of.
persistent dot for
36.
people,
Selector.
especially
Off.
getting
1
motion
of.
sickness. A
2.
lot of people
Enable
will
a
use
persistent
that.
dot and center dot color. Vertical list.
Center dot
12
color.
of. Screen effects. Vertical list. 13 of. 36. Motion blur. Vertical
So you have
list.
motion blur
14
on and
of.
off,
Film grain. Vertical
film
list.
grain,
Chromatic aberration. Vertical depth of field.
depth
Vertical
of
list. High
field.
contrast outlines. Vertical list. list.
So here's
2
my high
of
contrast
26. High
outlines.
contrast outline friendly. Vertical list.
There's my
19 of
friendlies.
high contrast outline enemy. Vertical
Enemy.
list. 20
So I told you
of
before about the
36.
blue and the
Grid option.
red,
Red.
but I
Apply
can
single solid
customize
color.
those if
High
I want.
contrast preset. Vertical list.
And they have
21
presets
of
for different
36.
things too.
Selector. Hero shader. Vertical list. 20. Ally shader. Vertical list. 23 of 36. Grid option. None. Up settings.
So let
Visual.
me
Vertical list.
go down.
UI. Vertical list. 7 of 10.
What was this
Visual.
one?
UI. Vertical
UI.
list. 7 of UI settings. Hence. Vertical list. 1 of 14. Expandable menu. Expanded. Adjust settings relating to hints and tutorials. L2 button. Previous
Okay,
section.
so we got
R2
hints
button.
section
Net control
here.
hints. Vertical list. 2 of 14. Explicit puzzle hints. Vertical list. 3 of 14. Selector. Off. 1 of 2. Enable explicit puzzle hints when pressing R3 button during in-world puzzle segments. These hints
Now that
explain
could
how
be
to
really
complete
helpful
in-world
for
puzzles,
blind and
play,
low
continue,
vision
or
if it's
interact
not
with physical objects. L2
cueing you
button.
to
Previous
something.
section. R2 button.
Blind
Next
users
section.
may
Left
want to
directional
turn that
buttons
on.
choice. Adjust mini-map. Vertical list. 4 of 14. Selector. On. 2
I
of
might
2.
even turn it
Display
on
the
for
mini-map
some
on the bottom
puzzles
right corner of
if
the
I get
heads-up
stuck
display.
and can't see
HUD.
something.
L2 lock mini-map north.
Lock
Vertical list. UI
mini-maps.
parallaxing. Vertical list. Mission waypoint display. Vertical list. 7 of 14. Selector. Always show. 1 of 3.
So I have
Mission waypoint
always
icons
show
are
my
always shown.
waypoint,
L2
so
button.
it's
Previous
always
section.
there.
R emphasis text color. Vertical list. 8 of 14. Grid option. Yellow.
Got my
Set
text
color
color for
emphasized
my
icon and prompt
waypoint.
size. Vertical list. 9 of 14. Selector. Largest. 3 of
Look at how
3.
they
Set the
show
size for
the
in-world
small,
waypoints,
medium, and
icons,
largest
and
there.
prompts. L2 button. Previous
So
section.
I'm
R2
choosing the
button.
largest
Next
one.
section. Notifications. Vertical list. 10 of 14. Crime notifications. Vertical list. 11 of 14. Selector. On. 2 of air trick notifications. Vertical list. 12 of 14.
So
Selector.
we got
On.
different
2.
notifications
Settings.
for a
UI.
whole
Vertical
bunch of different
list. 7.
things.
Accessibility.
Let's
Vertical
go under
list. 8
accessibility
of 10.
because
This
there
menu
are a
contains
few other
options
things I
for
want to
various
show you
other
really quickly.
accessibility. Hearing preset. Vertical list. 1
We
of
have
94. Selector. Off.
presets.
1 of 2. The hearing accessibility preset adjusts the following settings. Enables subtitles and captions. Subtitle speaker color. Light green caption color. Orange subtitle and caption background opacity. Dark music volume. 5 vibration setting. Functional.
So let's
L2
look at
button. Previous
visual.
section. Motion sensitivity motor preset. Vision preset. Vertical list. 4 of 94. Selector. Off. 1 of 2. The vision accessibility preset adjusts the following settings. Enables auto heal. Screen reader. Audio description. QTE autocomplete. Narrated ASL. Enhanced auto aim. Look at waypoint. And chase assist. Vibration mode.
Ooh.
Functional icon and prompt size. Largest all contrast options are enabled. L2 button. Previous section.
Okay.
R2 button. Next section. Left
So
right
I can
directional buttons
choose if I
choice.
just want to get
Adjust.
things
Triangle
quicker.
button.
I can
Set
choose
all
that
default.
preset, or
Circle
I can
button. Back.
customize. Maybe I do or don't want certain features on or off. Just again, just like God of
Vision
War, The
preset.
Last of
Vertical
Us.
list. 4 of 94.
Sony's
Selector.
been really
Off.
good
1
about that in
of
a lot
2.
of their
The vision
first-party
accessibility
titles. I
preset adjusts
really
the
like
following
that.
settings. Enables auto heal. Screen reader.
Auto
Audio
heal
description.
might be
QTE autocomplete. Narrated
a thing that
ASL.
I might want to
Enhanced
turn
auto
on
aim.
because
Look at waypoint.
there's so much
And
going
chase
on. It's
assist.
hard to see the
Vibration
bar.
mode. Game speed. Vertical
Let's see
list.
if I can
5
find that
of
option.
94. Chase assist. Vertical. Simplify puzzles.
So
Vertical list. Dodge
chase
slash parry timing.
assist.
Vertical list. Enhanced auto aim. Dodge slash parry. Enhanced QTE auto heal. Vertical slow corner
Aha.
auto heal. Vertical list. 11 of 94. Selector. Off. 1 of 10%. 2 of 4. When enabled, if a full focus bar is
Oh.
available, use it to automatically heal when under the specified amount of health. L2 button. Previous section. R2 button. Next section.
Oh,
Left right
interesting.
directional buttons choice. Adjust. 30%. 3 of
Let's
4.
do
When enabled,
30.
if a full focus bar is available, use it to automatically heal when under the specified amount of health.
Okay,
L2
that's
button.
cool.
Previous
So it's not
section.
just
R2
on and
button.
off.
Slow corner time scale. Vertical list. 12 of 94. Selector.
So again,
Settings.
there's so
Accessibility.
many
Vertical list.
options.
8. Shortcut 1. Vertical list. 9 of 10. Toggle contrast options. Left directional button. Choose an action to map to the first shortcut slot. Cross button. Select.
Oh, left
Circle button. Back.
directional button. Oh, I thought it was left on the touchpad. That would
Settings.
explain
Shortcut 1.
earlier
Vert
what I had
settings.
at
Vertical
It's
list.
been a while
8
since I
of
played
9.
this
Cross
before.
button.
Okay, so let's go into the game here. I don't really notice. Huh. But as you can see, there's like, look at how nicely the screen reader read everything. And with all the options, again, 90, 100 plus options, you can go. I could have gone through that menu system for, a good another half hour or better. So imagine, it said, if you don't, if you can't see it well enough, I mean, the contrast is good. I like the dark background of the menus. The text size is okay, but again, with my vision, I generally kind of need it bigger, just
That's another one of
because
Marco's memory crystals. I should take care of that.
memory crystals, you say? Huh. Okay, well, How does one do that? Well, let's see if I can figure that out. So if I click on the...
Cross button, jump.
Look at that, I love that. Whee! Okay, so it's probably... No?
Cross button, jump.
Jump. I love how I can just run on water for a
Cross
shorter
button, jump.
time. Go through our sailboats here. Alright, let's jump
Cross
through
button,
here.
jump.
Who needs a jet ski? Who needs a boat, man? I'm Spider-Man. Wow.
Cross
I didn't
button,
realize
jump.
this was quite as far...
Another disaster befalls our beautiful city. And guess who's to blame? In what
Cross
should
button,
have
Shut
been
up,
a
Jameson.
routine prison transfer, the Spider-Men felt the need to inject themselves
button,
into a
jump.
situation
Holy dear God in heaven.
being handled by the proper authorities.
I didn't realize it was so far
Cross
away.
button, jump.
A new group of mercenaries made their presence known
Crikey.
in the hijacking of the supervillain Scorpion and Mr. Negative. Not much is known
Cross
about this
button,
new
jump.
collective, other than their penchant for animal skins.
Cross button.
But one thing is abundantly clear.
Cross button, jump.
Spider did nothing to impede them. Had
Cross
law
button, jump.
enforcement been allowed to do their jobs, these criminals wouldn't be in.
Hey, we're found land. How about that?
Looks like we have an eyewitness calling in. Caller, you're live.
Hi, Jonah. Thanks for having me. Just want to point out that what you're saying is a total lie.
Here we go.
Nah.
I was there on the pier. Law enforcement was
L2
completely
button,
outmatched.
plus
The
R2 button,
Spider-Men
zip
saved
You
two
climb on the
lives,
ceiling
and
there.
almost
I can
stopped
drop
those bone-arrow
down.
geeks, too.
First, you're lucky to be alive. Second, let me ask you, just this week alone, can you guess how much property damage those
L2 button,
vigilantes
plus
are
R2 button,
responsible
zip
for?
crime reported,
No,
branding attack.
but
L2
that's
button,
not the
plus
issue
R2
here.
button,
I
zip to
don't
wall.
have time to get into a circuitous whataboutism argument when there are costumed criminals reducing our city to rubble on a daily basis. Think of all the shipping delays we're gonna face because of this. When you can't shave because your favorite cream is trapped in shipping hell, make sure you thank the Spider-Man.
Huh?
Time for the bureaucrats to do their job. We need action. And also, a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, okay, JJ. So, again, there's a lot of this background stuff going on. Whereas we climb this building up here. I really like how they implemented like the screen reader. And so I don't know, like, if I hit the right stick, if I click it in, it guides me toward my current objective. Now, I think, and I haven't totally confirmed this,
We all used to have to walk around wearing
but
masks.
like when it says a crime is reported, if I click that stick, I think that goes to there. Oh, what is this here? Okay, left and right trigger, or L1 R1.
Left stick, target select.
Whee, yep. So I can throw the trash can there. Now, interestingly, it did not read that. Let me go to another.
Triangle button, interact.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nice. We can high five people. Hey, what's up, dude?
Triangle button, interact.
Can I rob your car? No, I'm not gonna, but
Triangle button, interact.
Sorry.
so what I was saying is if I click my right analog stick, it'll guide you toward your objective, and when a new small crime in the city comes up, I think that is what makes it so you can follow it. But it may still be right now, it may have timed out, so I may be tracking my actual main objective. I may be tracking that phone call that I got from my uncle.
You blended in with the sidewalk.
But not just like, I would say, I haven't played it a long time, but I've done like, I would say 3 to 4 side missions, like crimes and stuff like that. And I've done 2 major missions so far, story missions. And would I consider this blind accessible now? To some players, I think you could figure it out. Like I said, there's a lot of verticality to the worlds because you can climb on
Crime
buildings.
reported, tanker strike.
So right, if I click on that, now it should let me go to, now I can try to chase that down. I think it changed. Let's see if I can get to that objective here. I wish it was telling me like how far away it was. I can bring out my glider. That's pretty sweet. I like swinging. I think we're getting close. Let's go up on this building up here. Alright, whee! Yep, see, and I like that you see the big diamond. So if you have some vision, it always is there. Okay, and I got the pillar, so we're getting close. Now this might be the story mission, because that is a big pillar. I don't think they do those for side objectives. So minor spoiler warning. Minor spoiler warning. This is very early on in the game still, so I shouldn't be giving too much away. Now here's our description.
Wearing a beanie.
We really got to do this with the mask on?
Depends.
Relax. I'm not trying to get my ass kicked by my nephew again.
Miles hops down with a back tuck. He removes his mask, allowing his dreadlocks to hang over his forehead. He gives a soft smile.
Your dad used to give me that exact same look.
Aaron offers his hand, but Miles rushes forward to embrace him instead. Aaron furrows his brow.
Kid?
Miles pulls away from his uncle and drops his arms at his sides. His eyes rove around for a moment before meeting Aaron's gaze.
Martin Lee. Someone got him out.
I know what you're thinking, Miles. This is not on you.
Aaron points to his head.
We can't let him live up here. It's just another kind of prison.
It's not that easy.
Never said it was. But sometimes you gotta push the past away so you can make room for the future. That's actually why I called.
Aaron sits in a nearby chair.
Need your help getting something. Could get it myself, but parole means Prowler's retired.
Miles remains on his feet.
What is it?
Just some old tech I gotta get off the street. Stashed it by a decommissioned Roxxon lab near Central Park.
Yeah, I know the one. Are you really putting Prowler behind you?
Miles steps closer with a stern look. Aaron stands to meet his eye.
Behind us.
Miles holds Aaron's gaze for a long moment before turning away. He then reaches for his head and looks at his empty hand.
Getting something?
Aaron holds up Miles' Spider-Man mask.
How did you...
Hey, Miles. That Lee business? Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Aaron holds onto Miles' hand as he returns the mask. Miles averts his gaze, then dons the mask and jogs off the rooftop. Aaron watches with a serious expression.
And boom, we are back in the gameplay.
I've heard this dude can turn your brain into scrambled eggs. Leave it alone. Now, what else is going on with you? How's school? College? Anyone you like?
I don't know.
So there is something.
We're gonna climb up this building up here.
Here. What am I looking for?
Just use your eyes, nephew. Uploaded some Prowler code into your mask when I swiped it.
Of course you did.
The stash stays hidden until it detects the code from my suit.
Hold L2 button. Scan for Prowler code. L2 button. Scan.
Hold L2?
Last step is to decrypt the key. Give it a shot.
Wow, I lucked out on that, I think.
Don't cheat. Take your time.
Done.
Not bad, kid.
Move to a position where you can yank the panel into the revealed location. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Another gate.
Hold L2 button. Scan for Prowler code. L1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Sweet.
Move to a position where you can yank the panel into the
Can't
revealed
pull it open
location.
from down here.
Let's see, where do I need to move here?
Move to a position where you can yank the panel into the revealed location.
Oh. You want me to climb up here?
R1 button. R1 button. Hold. Pull.
Ah, okay. So I
You'd
am
be surprised.
purposely
You should be seeing how to get
playing
inside.
this as if I'm blind.
Inside?
So right now it's wanting me to go back up there still, which I don't like. Okay, now it's letting me go here.
Yo, this is next level, man. Hit this
Wow.
whole room in plain sight.
Bunch of like servers, and we got a high-tech place here.
Triangle button. Collect Prowler stash.
Okay,
On the
let's
front of
collect
a
it.
heavy safe, laser scanners sweep over Miles. Locking mechanisms spin open. The thick metal door swings open. Miles picks up an item inside and pockets it.
Complete. Rewards.
Got it.
3. Rare tech parts.
You wanna finally
300
tell me what this
XP.
is?
All
Upper
suit
West Side.
prototypes.
Progress.
Feel free to
7%.
keep it. Some good tech in there.
Cool.
Cool.
Could definitely use this.
Suit tech. You've received a rare tech part. Use your resources to unlock new suits, gadgets, and suit tech. Press cross button to continue.
And see, it's reading me the tutorial messages even.
Suit tech. You've received a rare tech part.
So they
Use your
did a
resources to
really,
unlock new
really
suits,
good
gadgets,
job
And suit tech. Press cross button to continue.
of making a lot of the user interface speak much, much more than I thought they would.
Suit tech. You can boost your combat and traversal capabilities by upgrading suit tech. Press cross button to continue. Suit tech. Select health. Press cross button.
Ooh.
Suit tech. Upgrade your health using a rare tech part. Hold cross button to craft.
Yes, please.
Suit tech. Collect and use additional resources to
I want to
your
upgrade
suit
my
tech.
health.
Press cross button to continue. Amazing health 1. Purchased. Horizontal list.
Heck
1
yeah.
Of 8. Owned. Description. Increase health by 10. Maximum health is now 110. Circle
Okay.
button. Back. Amazing health 2. Horizontal list. 2 of 8. Unaffordable. Cost 1.
Tells me
117.
unaffordable.
Tech parts. 4. Rare tech parts. You have confidence boost. Horizontal list. 3
Ah.
of 8. Rejuvenating parry. Horizontal list. 3
Ooh.
of 8. Vertical choice. 2 of 2. Locked. Cost 205. Tech parts. 8. City tokens. You have 70. Tech parts. 8. City tokens. Description. Slightly heal unsuccessful parry. Triangle button. Where to find.
Oh, very
Circle button.
cool.
Back.
So this is the one part, like the menus and options screens,
Suit
that's
tech, 3
one
of
thing.
9. L1 R1 tab
But
list. Health,
being able to
7.
read your,
Rejuvenating parry.
because there's so
Horizontal
much
list.
here.
3
There's
of
suits,
8.
there's
Vertical choice.
abilities,
2
there's
of 2.
skills.
Locked. Cost 2.
There's the
105.
all
Tech
of this
parts.
stuff. So if
Health,
I back
vertical
out of
list.
here,
1 of 4. 12%. Complete. Gadgets. 4 of 9. Suit tech. 3 of 9.
So
L1
suit
R1
tech.
tab list. Health. Vertical list. 1 of 4. 12%. Complete. Upgrades that increase your health. Cross button. Select. Damage. Vertical list. Focus. Vertical list. 3 of traversal. Vertical list. 4 of
so I've got all these different
0%.
categories, and then I go into
Suddenly, amazing
horizontal.
wings. Horizontal list.
Each one of these
1
has a
of 8.
horizontal
Unaffordable.
menu.
Cost
So we got a vertical to start and then a
117.
horizontal to
Traversal. Vertical
continue
list.
here.
4 of
That's
focus.
awesome. If I
Vertical
can hit my
list.
left
3
and right
of
bumpers.
4. 0. Gadgets. 4
Here's
of
my
9.
gadgets I can
L1
make.
R1 tab list. Upshot. Wet grabber. Vertical list. Upshot. Vertical list. 2 of 5. 0%. Complete. Owned. Fire with R1 button. Plus. Triangle button. Description. Suspend multiple enemies in the air, making them vulnerable to air combos or yank down. Right stick. Rotate. Cross button.
So I'm glad it
Select.
tells you
Circle
what the
button.
like
Close.
not only what it does, but it tells you the move that what you're supposed to hit on the
Gadgets. 4
controller.
of 9.
Because
L1
as I
wet
hadn't
grabber.
played this in a
Vertical list.
while,
3
I didn't
of
remember.
5. 0%. Complete. Unaffordable. Cost 115. Tech parts. 3. City tokens. You have 70. Tech parts. 8. City tokens. Description. Pull multiple enemies into one place, making them vulnerable to area attacks. Right stick. Rotate. Triangle but concussion burst. Vertical lift. Wet grabber.
Let's go to
Vertical
our new
lift. 3
tab.
of skills. 5 of
So
9.
here's our
L1 R1 tab
skills.
list. 7. Affordable.
Now we
Skill
have
tree.
ones
1.
for Miles,
0%.
Peter,
Minimum dash.
and
1 of
universals
17.
that'll work for
Affordable.
both.
Cost
Right now
1.
we're on
Skill points.
Miles.
You have 2.
But if I
Skill
hit my
points.
triggers,
Available. Skill tree. Shared. 3%.
there's my
Essential
shared.
launch. 1 of 20. Skill tree. Peter. 5%. Spider whiplash. 1 of
So let's
9.
go
Skill tree.
to
Shared. 3. Loop to loop. 4 of whip whip. 3 of bounce up. 2 of 26. Affordable. Cost 1. Skill points. You have 2 skill points.
Okay.
Available. Description. Hold triangle button near an enemy in the air to throw them down and bounce them off the ground, extending your air combo. L2 button.
Ooh,
R2
that'd be
button.
good.
Chain whip whip. 3 of 26. Affordable. Cost 1. Skill points. You have 2 skill points. Available. Description. Hold triangle button to attach a web to an enemy's weapon, then tap R1 button to disarm and whip the weapon back with force. L2 button. R2
Ooh,
button.
that would
Change
be
skill
even
tree. Pause
better,
button.
I
Purchase.
think.
Hold. Circle button. Close.
Ooh, because then all these guys with their machine guns, I might grab that
Skills.
actually.
Loop to loop. 4 of 26. Affordable. Cost 1. Skill points. You have 2 skill points available. Description. While diving, continue holding R2 button to perform a superkinetic loop maneuver and generate a boost of speed. L2 button. R2
That's
button.
cool,
Change
but
combo resupply. 5 of 26. Affordable. Cost 1 skill points. You have 2 skill points available. Description. Adds a chance for a free gadget shot at the end of a 4-hit melee combo. L2 button. R2 button. Parry disarm. 6 of 26.
that could be good
Affordable.
too.
Cost 1 skill points. You have 2 skill points available. Description. Successfully parrying a light enemy's attack causes them to drop any weapons they are holding. L2 button. R2 button. Change
Yeah,
skill tree.
boy.
Cross
You
button.
know,
Purchase. Hold. Circle button.
so each one of
Close.
these only
Combo
costs
resupply.
1.
Parry disarm. 6 of 26. Affordable. Cost 1 skill
Yeah,
points.
I'm gonna do
You
this
have
one.
2 skill points available. Description. Successfully parrying a light and parry disarm. Purchased.
And then I'm gonna go
Loop to whip
purchase.
3 of 20. Bounce up. 2 whip 3 of 20.
No.
Loop to loop whip 3
I think it's
of
this one.
26. Affordable. Cost 1 skill points. You have 1 skill points available. Description. Hold triangle button to attach a web to an enemy's weapon.
Yeah.
R1 button to
I want
disarm
that
and
one.
whip purchased.
Because we want to get rid of their freaking guns, man.
Hold triangle button to attach a
That
web to an
would.
enemy's
So
weapon.
yeah, okay, I
Then
got a
tap
couple
R1 button
disarms
to
now.
disarm and whip the weapon back
So
with
there we
force.
go. We got
L2
our
button,
skills.
R2 button. Change skill abilities. 6 of
Now we get our
9.
abilities.
L1,
These are
R1
things you
tab
unlock
list. Equip
throughout the
abilities.
game.
Chain lightning. Vertical list.
I've got
1
chain
of
lightning
4.
right
Use
now.
with L unavailable. Vertical list. Chain
And right
lightning.
now I can
Vertical
only have
list.
one at a
1
time,
of
but eventually
4.
I'll be able to
Use
have
with
multiple
L1
at a
button.
time here.
Plus,
But let's say I
square
go
button.
in here.
Submenu. Equip ability to Venom Punch. Horizontal list. 1
So
of
Venom
2.
Punch.
Details. A devastating bioelectric punch. Applies venom stun to the primary target and enemies behind them. Use with L1 button plus square button. L2 button.
Yep,
R2
so
button.
L1
Swap hero.
and
Cross
square.
button. Equip. Circle button.
I'm
Chain lightning.
gonna keep
Horizontal
the
list.
lightning
2
because I
of
kind of like
2.
the chain
Equipped.
lightning.
Detail. Chain lightning. Vertical list. 1
So let's
of
go ahead and go to
4.
our next
Missions.
tab.
7 of 9. L1 R1 tab list.
Oh, we got a whole
Main
bunch of
story.
stuff
6
here.
of submenu. Surface tension. Financial district. Vertical list. 1 of 6. Status complete. We took care of Sandman. Now I just
Right,
have to work
okay.
on my amends. Harlem. Vertical list. 6 of 6. Status complete. Uncle
So
Ed,
right now I
surface
don't
tension,
have any
financial district,
active
vertical
quests,
list,
but I
main
will
story,
soon.
6 of
Let's go ahead
8
and see what our
collections, 8
other
of
tab
9.
is.
L1 R1
What
tab
was this
list.
one?
Missions. 7 of 9 collections. 8
Oh,
of
collections.
9. L1 R1 tab list. Marco's memories. Vertical list. 1 of 2. Flynn's Marco's mind is in pieces all around the city. Find them to help him heal. Cross button. Select. Circle button.
Right.
Close. Moves list. 9 of 9. L1 R1 tab
And
list.
here we can
Basic
see our
combat.
moves
Basic round
list.
combo. Vertical list. 2 of
Just like
70.
your Mortal
Square
Kombat
button.
or
Square
fighting
button.
games, you
Square
can
button.
see what all
Dodge.
your...
Vertical list. 3 of 70. Circle button. Dodges enemy attacks. Right stick. Scroll. Left right directional buttons choice. Change category. Circle button.
That's
Close.
awesome. So I can look at a
Basic
move
attack.
list
Vertical
accessibly.
list. 1 map. 1 of 9.
Now
L1
the
R1
map,
tab
I
list.
don't
Upper west
know
side. District
if...
progress.
I haven't figured out a way to
7%. Next
snap
Harlem. District progress. Upper west
between
side. District progress. 7%. Next reward.
waypoint
2.
or
Rare
different
tech
between
bugs. Photo
icons on the
loss. 0
map.
of 1.
You
5.
see my
1.
big arrow
Power
there? That's
stashes.
not
1
bad.
of
So
1.
that's
Overall
where
progress.
I'm facing.
8%.
That's
L3
pretty
button.
good.
Focus on player. Upper
I can
west
zoom in
Harlem.
and out
District
on the
progress.
map.
Upper west side. District progress. 7%. Next reward.
And then
Suits 2 of 9.
now we're
L1
back
R1
to
tab
suits.
list.
I can
8.
change them to
Affordable.
different
Miles.
suits.
4.
Let me see what
Affordable.
suits I
Progress.
have.
6%. Upgraded suit.
Actually, let me see.
Amends.
Ah,
Complete.
crap. Oh well.
This isn't the only stash.
Unc,
Whoever freed Lee sounds like my tech is right up their alley. I want it falling into the wrong hands. You're the only person I trust with this.
okay. I got you.
Coordinates are in the mask. Thanks, nephew.
Ah.
Don't be a stranger.
Wonder what Ma's gonna say about this.
Oye, Miles, me enteré de lo que pasó con el transfer y con... ¿Estás bien?
Sí, ma. Todo bien. Estaba ayudando a Uncle Aaron with some stuff.
Ah, ¿y cómo está él?
Está trotando.
Pues qué bueno.
Mami, te veo en casa. And before you ask me again, estoy bien. Te lo juro. Te quiero. Let's head out to the city. See what's going on. Maybe even find Lee while I'm at it.
So when you hear that,
Someone's playing with fireworks?
that is when I'm hitting my my right my right thumbstick to. So I'm tracking some sort of objective. I'm not sure what. The one thing that I haven't fully figured out is, again, let's say I'm tracking a full mission. If anyone can reply in the comments.
You on your way?
Right. That's today.
Mr. Atlas is confirmed to be here. He's got the best music technology program in the state. And I heard he's talking scholarships.
I have so many questions for him. Be there soon.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what it's guiding me to. So let's zip up here. So 286 meters. See, but it... Okay, that's some other objective. It keeps pointing me... Because I'm trying to figure out how this would work for a totally blind player. It doesn't seem to be tracking that recent objective that I just got for like a main quest. But what you can do...
Still no sign of Lee. Or the gang that took him.
What you can do, though, is you can go to the quest, and then you can hit a button to...
Touchpad swipe left. Open FNSM app. Crime reported. Tanker strike. FNSM requests. Vertical list.
Okay,
BV
so...
Club Fair. 2 of Healing the World. 1 of 3. Main mission. 2,000. BV Club Fair. 2 of 3. Brooklyn Visions mission. 4,000. Rooftop fireworks. 3 of 3. FNSM request. 3,889 meters. Applies to Peter or Miles. Rewards. 600 XP. 2 hero tokens. 2.
So I wonder if...
Some guys are fooling around with fireworks. Hold square button. Switch to Peter. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Close. Crime reported.
Fireworks?
Tanker strike.
So the tanker strike thing, I'm wondering...
Before someone calls the cops on them.
Like, I can select things on my quests menu. I can select things on my phone menu. But it's still fixated on whatever the hell's going on over here. There's something on this building. And I don't
L2
have the...
button. Hold. Aim. R1 button. Take photo. No subject in view. L2 button.
So this
Hold
is I
L2
can
button.
swipe up on the
No
on the
subject in view.
touchpad
L2
to
button.
do a
L2
camera.
button. Hold.
It'll tell you if I have something in view, because when I was Peter, I had to take some photographs for the bugle. Why is it... It's fixated on something up here. So if I jump up on this roof...
L2 button. Hold. A. R. No subject in view. L2 button. Hold. A. R1 button. Take photo. Touchpad swipe down. Close camera. L2 button. Hold. A. R1.
So let me go into my
Vertical list.
quests
1
here.
of 9.
Oh,
Cross
wrong
button.
button. Let me go into my...
1 of 9. Suits 2.
I click
of
my
9.
touchpad.
L1 suit tech 3 of gadgets 4 of skills 5 of abilities 6 of missions 7 of 9.
Missions.
L1 FNSM app requests 0 of 6 complete vertical list 2 of 5 status active friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app requests cross button select circle button close. Submenu rooftop fireworks Williamsburg vertical list 1 of 1 status active rewards 600 XP 2 hero tokens 200 tech parts. Some guys are fooling around with fireworks. Triangle button show in map circle button map 1 of Central Park Upper East mid down little.
Oh
Desert,
geez, that's
District
way
Park,
the
rooftop
heck over
fireworks,
here.
FNSM request
Wow.
600 XP rewards 2 hero tokens 2.
Okay, so we're so listen when I hit the X button here.
R2 button zoom cross button waypoint square
So
button, legend
shut
circle
up,
button,
lady.
close.
That's taking away.
Map
That
one of
that is turning it
L1
on.
tab list, rooftop fireworks,
So the more of
FNSM
the
request,
higher
600
pitch
XP,
is making it go
rewards, 2
away.
hero tokens 200 tech parts L3 button
On,
focus on player
off,
L2 button R2
on.
button zoom cross.
So yeah, I apologize. I have the repeat sensitivity a little high right now. So like I said, it wants me, even though I have something. The one thing I'm sort of having trouble with right now is objectives. Because when I hear a notification that I get a crime, can I just hit my right thumbstick to track that crime, even if I have a big mission objective tracked? Or how can I make sure that I'm, like I said, you see the big diamond here. Is this going to be my main quest, or is this going to be the waypoint that I set? Quit, get off the thing. Is this going to be...
Crime reported, arson.
Right, so okay, arson. So if I click... I'm not sure how to switch tracking to these side activities. Like, I've done it before, but it might have been accidental. And like I said, the text-to-speech is telling me about that objective, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this diamond that I'm tracking right now, we're gonna go to it and see what it is. See, usually a crime... Yeah, so that's that could be the main objective, or it could be that one that I tracked on the main map. You know, how to go between multiple objectives. That's the one control thing that I haven't fully wrapped my head around. So a tanker strike. Maybe if I go down to street level, it'll queue? Oh no, this is gonna be just... Oh, what is it? Oh, okay, so that circle there that you saw, those are things where I can...
Jump.
You can glide with your glider, and it'll be like an updraft. I just love the little glide, or the little...
Cross button, jump.
The running on water. I get a kick out of that.
Cross button, jump.
Whee!
Jump.
And no, I cannot like grab other vehicles, other than if it's a story mission.
Cross button, jump.
Here we go. Now we're on the other island, and we're just gonna... So yeah, I want to be able to like jump into these side missions. I was doing it earlier, but the tracking... you know, if anyone has any tips on that, let me know in the comments, because, like I said, there's a lot of button complexity. There's a lot of, you know, press left trigger and this, or right bumper and this, or, you know, the controls are...
Branding attack.
So, right, so how do I want to be able to track that. So I've got two different waypoints now, and I don't know which one. I saw the two of them there. Okay, maybe that's the guy. Let me see if I can follow this. So again, you hear that noise, that's me hitting my right stick. So if I'm a blind player, I can track whatever my current waypoint is. But if I have multiple of them going, and how do I track these side activities, these crimes? Like I said, sometimes it queued it in. Like I was doing like a couple of chase sequences. Those have been in a lot of Spider-Man games, like where you're going, oh, I gotta track down this car that's going crazy and like stop these guys from, you know, robbing a car or whatever. So, okay, it wants me to go this way now. So I have to keep hitting it. What did it say? L2 button? Oh, there's my fireworks. Okay. Hey, buddy.
You guys have a permit for those?
Okay, here we go.
Mike! He's still breathing, but I'll get him to a hospital.
Oh.
Triangle button.
I knew those fireworks looked shady. Is he gonna be okay? I think so. Looks like he's just unconscious, but I'm not taking any chances.
Where am I? Spider-Man?
Don't worry, I'm taking you to a hospital. Also, for obvious reasons, I gotta tell you personal fireworks are illegal in New York.
We didn't know. They're for our brother, Lex. We lost him a few years ago, and he always loved them. So, we tried to launch a few around his birthday.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're going toward our objective here. Hopefully it is our hospital that we need. Okay, it looks like we got to go down here.
At least I can still wiggle my toes.
That's good.
Triangle button. Drop off civilian.
Okay, here we go. There's your gurney. Mission complete.
Staff here is great. They'll take good care of you.
Thanks. Actually, wait. If those fireworks we bought were sketchy, maybe you should check where we got them from. Some docks north of us between those two bridges.
I think I know which place you mean. I'll take a look.
Okay. Let's go.
Hey, just dropped Mike off. He thought I should check where y'all bought your fireworks from, too.
The dock guys? That's a good call. But watch out. I know I saw 2 of them with guns. Like serious guns.
I'll be careful. Thanks.
Yeah, I figure we'll do this quest.
Bro, watch it next to that barrel. We can't make any money if our stock blows up.
Oh, nice.
Get back to checking the guns and let me work my magic.
Okay, we're gonna fight some dudes, I think.
Miles can use camouflage to become invisible when his camouflage meter is full. The camouflage meter recharges while not in use. Press cross button to continue. Up directional button. Camouflage. Use camouflage to get near enemies undetected and perform stealth takedowns.
Oh.
Use camouflage to get near enemies undetected and perform stealth takedowns. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
Nice. Oh, is that what you think?
I just wanted to warn you about some shady characters selling bad. Yo, wait a second.
Fighters here. Call the boys. We ain't losing this shipment. Wow, use your weapon.
Ow. Okay, I gotta get warmed up here on my fighting here. Oops. I totally whiffed that. Okay, let's do that again. I apologize, guys.
Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
There you go. We have to get Spider-Man.
Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you about some shady characters selling bad.
R1 button.
Wait a
Use
second.
budget.
Fighters here. Call the boys. We ain't losing this shipment. We got this. We got this.
Down directional button. Heal. Square button. Hold. Air launch.
Oh, you're a biggin. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on.
Square button. Hold. Air launch.
Wow.
Say hi to your friends for me.
I can't believe I died on that one. Usually I'm just zipping right through this combat. Alright, let's go ahead and...
Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you about some shady characters selling bad.
Oh, yeah, that's that big bastard. There we go.
Square button. Hold. Air launch.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna die again.
R1 button. Use gadget.
And I love the fact that you can just, like, you're so mobile. So we can get this guy. Look at how like, that is so cool. Look at that. Oh, okay, a little another big guy. All right, let's okay. Oh, he got me. I was doing some fun air juggling there for a little while there. Man, I don't know why I'm whiffing this so hard right now.
Triangle button.
I was doing awesome combos and stuff later, or earlier this morning when I was playing this.
Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
You're slipping, Spider-Man.
Hey guys, I just wanted to warn you about some shady characters selling bad. Yo, wait a second.
Fighters here. Call the boys. We ain't losing this shipment.
There we go. If I can whip him up in the air, I got a good advantage, and I can do finishing moves on him.
Hold. Air launch.
Problem is, I need to parry more. That's my biggest issue. There we go.
One directional button. Heal.
Okay.
R1 button. Use gadget.
Yep, there we go.
Square button. Hold.
Oh.
Air launch.
It's too late for me.
Rats. I don't know why I'm just, man. I'm trying to, I think it's, the main thing is I'm trying to be cool and do this fast. Where, you know, like I was kind of taking my time
Web
earlier.
strike takedown.
And,
Triangle button. Web strike takedown. Triangle button. Web strike takedown.
you know, it's like I'm trying to be cool and show you all the moves. And I'm not really playing as defensively as I should be. Okay, he's done, I think.
Square button. Hold. Air launch. Square button. Hold. Air launch.
I thought I was supposed to be able to pull weapons away from these dudes with triangle.
Down directional button. Heal. R1 button. Use
Oh,
gadget.
get away from that guy. He's a biggin. Oh, yep, okay, yep, he's mad. Okay, we're gonna jump up here. See, we gotta get our meter full before we can do a heal. I wanna see if they'll chase me up here. See, they, of course, they don't have the mobility that I do, but they have a lot more weaponry than I do, so I'm probably gonna die again. And I was hoping I would be able to end on like a really cool note of me being like badass, but apparently that is not in the cards today. Okay, we got that guy. Okay. See if I can... Yeah, see, I can't heal. Well, actually, let me see if I cloak and then... get up here again. So I'll do this little sneaky like. Oh, it won't let me do it. I'm trying to do my lightning attack, but I don't have enough for that either. Oh, okay, we got to get a... Whoa, 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 sir. I'm going to have to ask you to quit that. That is not cool behavior. And we're going to cloak again. And we're going to take down... Uh-oh. Oh, I was too greedy. I wanted to keep pummeling that guy. Bummer.
Resume vertical list.
But there you go, guys. That is...
Control center for Jesse Anderson.
Oh no, why did it...
7:48 p.m.
Why did it go to my...
10 stories from your game.
Okay, I hit the PlayStation button and it jumped out of the window to my Steam window.
To access the controls, press the down button.
But really, aside from, you know, me sucking apparently at the current combat, like I said, I was having a, man, the last mission that I was doing where I was fighting a whole bunch of dudes on the ship and, you know, on this tanker, I was just, you know, like bouncing between dudes and flinging them in the air and electrocuting them. And I got this, that's when I got the punch, I believe. And so it was just a really fun mission. I was just blowing through that. But now, like I said, it's always when you're on camera that you tend to maybe not do it as well. But there you go. What I wanted to showcase was not so much the story, not so much the the things that mainstream videos would cover, but I really wanted to show the increased accessibility that Spider-Man 2 has added, and it's really, really quite good. The only thing, like I said, that I'm still sort of a little sketchy on is if I've got main objectives, I've got side missions, and I've got crimes that happen that I get notified about on a very regular basis. How can I easily switch between those? Because I've looked in some of the menus, and like I said, I swear I've done it before because I was tracking crimes earlier, but now it seems to be fixated on these either primary or waypointed actual missions. So yeah, if anyone has any tips on on making your waypoint track like your minor crimes that pop up. Maybe it was a tutorial that I either overlooked or missed or have forgotten since I originally maybe had that tooltip when I played the game at launch. But overall, like I said, I would say low vision accessibility. This is quite accessible. You have your high contrast, you have your HUD scale, your HUD size things. You have your text to speech. So again, I can save my vision for playing the game, and I can use, I can listen to all my menus, my skill trees, my suit upgrades, and all that stuff. It reads, and it seems to read quite well. So that I'm very, very much happy about. If you are a totally blind player, like I said, if we can figure out some more of this waypoint tracking, I think it could be largely accessible. You can track your waypoints. It does sort of guide you in vertically. So if I get close to an objective, but I'm on the rooftops, it will kind of guide me down, and usually when I get close enough, it'll trigger the mission. But the only other thing I would say is there was one mission earlier where I was doing literally like kind of an indoor stealth mission, and it was I was sneaking through a school, and there were times where I needed to be on the floor because I needed to go through doors. There were times where I needed to be on the ceiling because otherwise the security guards would have seen me. And then there were times where I would need to go into a vent. And overall, clicking the right stick did point me toward the vents and stuff that I needed to go to. But sometimes, the stealth was a little tricky. I was trying to, again, play it relying completely on audio cues and clicking that right stick because I wanted to see, did I have enough information to evade the security guards? And it was a little touch and go. There were times where I was playing as Peter and he would say, okay, the coast is clear. So you had that, but at the same time, I remember I was crawling on the ceiling and I needed to get into another room, and it didn't explicitly say that, oh, I can't just beeline toward the objective. I need to drop down to the floor, and then I need to walk through the door, and then I could quick zip up to the ceiling again. Like I said, if this were like any other game where you were pretty much just walking on the ground, I think the waypoint would work pretty well. And in outdoors, I think it works pretty well because I can climb around and, I can climb on the sides of buildings. I can walk on rooftops. It generally works pretty well there. But when you're indoors and you have, walls and ceilings and even like machinery, or when I was in the gymnasium and that, I was running on like beams up near the top of the ceiling. Because of the nature of how Spider-Man can really almost cling to any surface, it can be a little bit tricky. So, I mean, I know that there are blind people that are trying to play it right now, and I think they're having pretty good luck overall. There may be times, again, I haven't, obviously I haven't beaten the game yet, because I've been waiting for this accessibility update before I really dive into it. But I think large parts of it could be. There may be points where maybe a tooltip doesn't really call out as much, like if you have those control. See, having those control tooltips come up, think about that as not so much a tutorial, but it's more of like another waypoint thing. Because like when I was ripping those panels off of that building, I knew that I was in the right place because I was getting that prompt it says, hey, hit L1 and R1 to, web this thing off the wall. And then I like, oh, okay. Then I did that. I had to zip up to this other beam. And then I was in the right place again. And it said, okay, press L1, R1 to rip it up instead of outward. So even having those tooltips on, those can kind of help make sure that you are in the right place for a mission objective. Now, will they fire all the time? Maybe not. So I can see where there may definitely be some frustration. But even what I will say during the combat, even, let me make sure my headset doesn't go to sleep. Let me
Marco's
give it
memory.
some audio
Official
here.
news. 10 stories from your games. Controls. Home.
Yeah.
Unit 12. Button. Press cross to select.
What
To
again, I
controls,
was
use the left button,
trying
press the
to
cross button to select. You can
be
customize your
cool
controls with the
and
options
try to
button.
do it mostly audibly. I don't know that there's a really dominant sound when you need to parry. It kind of does slow down and there is a visual, but I don't know how much of a sound there is. But what's really nice is if you're in a combat scenario and you got like 6 dudes, you got a dozen enemies in front of you or all around you, you can kind of use the triangle button as not really a lock on, but it will web you to either like the nearest enemy or wherever your camera is pointing. So it'll try to, it's kind of like a zip lock on, and then you can get closer to another guy. So you kind of just really have to pay attention to the sound effects, and I think using the triangle button to hone in on enemies, that's a really good way to not just be punching in midair, aimlessly. And even you notice when I was in range, when I zipped over to those enemies, it told me that I was in range and I could do that stealth takedown when I was cloaked. So I think it'll take some practice, and I think it will maybe not be perfectly consistent, but I think it can work. And who knows, maybe Insomniac will even add future accessibility improvements. If they do something like they've been doing for other games that have continuously added accessibility tweaks and updates, especially now that we have this major one out of the way. Now, blind and low vision users can really give more feedback because they're able to experience a lot more of the game. So overall, huge congrats to Insomniac on adding this level of accessibility. I very much appreciated a lot of the text-to-speech support and audio description and other accessibility features. Keep it up. So I know a lot of people have been wondering about this accessibility update and how playable it would be for blind players. But you've seen some of the things that I did really well. You've seen some of the things that it tracked very well, like when I was taking the dude to the hospital, going toward a main mission objective. That were great. There were a couple things where the objective thing would seem to get hit, it would seem to get fixated on something that I wasn't exactly sure what it was getting fixated on, and then tracking multiple things. But overall, it's not too bad. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found this helpful. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.